Hey, this is the Red Rock Diner. Thank you for being with us.
Everything you do along the way is like diary. And I've had a great diary. I can't believe it. I've been doing radio for 62 years. But no, I was 16 when I started out at CJOR, playing rock and roll, first one in Canada ever. I was doing 2 shows a day, 6 days a week. Why? Because I love it. I used to sit with a little record player and it played 45s. I'd be sitting there preparing my show, listening to it, and I'd put a few aside, and then I put them on the air and let the audience decide.
You're listening to the Fabulous 40 from CKWX Radio. This is our 540 theme song called Flip Flop and Pop.
Music's fascinating to me because you're either into it or not. If you listen to the words and all that, that's one thing. I was never into that. I was into the tone. What's the feeling of that song? And I've always lived by that.
We'll be back with more good songs for you until 12 midnight tonight. Stick around, won't you?
These are the Reflections on CL 650 AM. In the rain again? Oh no.
I called the radio show Red Rock Diner because of the success of the play, written about my early days in radio on CKWX. And it captures in a nutshell what my generation was all about. Freeform, have fun. Same thing with me on the radio. I'm on there all by myself. I'm flying, literally. And what I do will live on afterwards, for the good or for the worst. But it's an independent communications medium that appealed to me because, you know, you're involved and you're there. And I always figured the person at the other end's a friend. So it was never hard for me to communicate. And that's how I do it today.
This is the Red Rock Diner. We continue right through until 4. That's the score.
It's been a great ride, I'll tell you, because I'm doing everything I dreamt I wanted to do. And very few people can say that.
I said, wow, it's fantastic. I couldn't believe it.
Isn't it odd? Yet everything I've ever done and still do is dependent upon how good my hearing is. I was in the U.S. Army, and I fired a 106 recoilless rifle, they call it, but it was a cannon. I can still hear it. That's what hurt my ears, not rock and roll. My wife would keep saying, turn the TV down. I said, what are you talking about? It's just fine. But when the grandkids came to visit, they said, you know, Grandy's right. It's too loud. Oh, that's when I went for my first next-gen free hearing test. The free part appealed. But you know what it is? Our egos get in the way. And mostly men, not women. Women take care of themselves differently than men. They're ready for anything. Men aren't. Nothing happens to us. We're heroes in our own mind. So you got to face the reality. You need a hearing aid? Get one. Well, it's going to stick out of my ear and I'm going to look stupid. I said, really? Have you seen the new one? You can't see it. Not only that, why would I worry? Performers today, like Michael Bublé, they have buds in their ears. They wear them. So why can't I? And I find NextGen cares about their customer. It's like early radio. We were the friends of everyone listening. Now, how's that possible? But we were, and that's what I find with NextGen. They're your friends. You know, when I look back, you start reflecting as you get older. What a great journey I've had. And I've had ups and downs like any human being. The ups and the downs are part of it. If everything's up, how would you ever know that you're up there? And all of the things I did along the way were because I could hear sounds. I could pick out music. I could pick out singers and futures. What I find with the hearing aid, my radio performance improved, my relationships with my wife and grandkids and my daughters improved. It's just a necessity of life. I don't think I would have been on the air today without the NextGen hearing aids.